Lex is on mute. He's muted. You're
You got
muted,
your
Lex.
show.
We can't hear you.
I'm muted.
No
You back.
longer.
Let's go.
Let's
What up?
go.
What up? Yo,
Good
what
evening,
up? What up?
everybody.
What
How
up?
y'all doing?
What's up, y'all? It's another
What's up?
episode of the Real Spills.
What's up? What's up? How y'all guys doing today?
Hope everybody doing good. Hope everybody blessed. Hope everybody already ate dinner. You know what I'm saying? If you're not, hope you eating your dinner right now while y'all checking this out. It's your boy Michi Yan, International
Miss
Michi. What up?
Miss Louise.
One and only Lex Spades. Let's get it, baby.
So
Where we
guys, what
at?
we have on topic for today?
Well, it's so fitted that in respects to um a tragic event that happened in Chapman, North Carolina, um, about a week ago, concerning the youth. I think that it's only proper that we take time to focus this special episode on the youth and see what's going on. Why is it causing? What's causing so much um, um, craziness in our youth? What's causing so much confusion? What's causing so much hatred? So much violence? And just all the wildest things that's going on with them. Um, to get to the root of it. Um, so what y'all think is going on?
Yo, before we get started, I want to say I want to give a shout out to my boy Macy. You know, the recent passing of his daughter. We send our thoughts and prayers to all the
Absolutely.
families, the Powell family, and everyone. And I just want to say, Missy, I love you, bro. I hope you get a chance
We
to
love
see
you,
this.
bro.
You know, my heart goes out to you, baby.
I want to send my condolences out to each and every family that was involved in that tragedy occurrence that took place, because personally, I knew someone from each family, from the Powell family, from the Jenkins family, and as well from the Sanders family. I just send my condolences out to each family that has taken a tragic loss, and the pure stupidity that took place in Chadron, as well as my heart goes to anyone and everyone who had to encounter that tragic occurrence.
Yes, 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 yes.
Absolutely. You are all in our thoughts, in our prayers. We send our love, and we're going to rock out together, because not only is it a loss for the circle of that family, it's a loss for us as our community, in our community.
Yeah.
And that extends not just in that county, but surrounding counties throughout the whole state, and to others who also go through this um, in America, um, worldwide. Matter of fact, it's time that we reach our youth and do something. So, with that said, what do y'all think is the root problem? What's going on? Why are these kids out here, with the mind frame to, you know, kill each other?
Um,
Bro,
I
I don't.
have
Go
an
ahead, Miss
opinion.
Louise.
I don't want to jump in front of anybody, but this may be a bit controversial, but this is from the bottom of my heart. I feel like this is an agenda from the mass media. I feel like um, this is the Simon Says effect, and that's a part of the agenda. And when I say the Simon Says, Simon says jump, then you jump. You know, so it's in the media, it's in what we see, it's what we hear. You know, if you may censor things for your children, if you feel like that's a bit risque, it's just a little too violent, it's a little bit too much for what I stand for how I'm raising my children. You know, this is not what I want in my household, but we send our children to school, we send our kids to daycare, we send our kids out to play with other children, and what you may censor in your home, everyone doesn't. And just like we have conversation and we bring up different things and we talk about, our children talk about the same things too. Not the
Facts.
exact same things, but they have conversation too. Let me make that clear. And in their
Facts.
conversations, have you heard that song? Did you see that movie? You know, things are painted to look so cool. Things um are emulated to be at its best, but no one stresses the fact that this is merely entertainment. This is not real. This is
Right.
not real. But when you're under the Simon Says effect, it becomes your reality. So you see it on TV and they say shoot a so and so in the head, bust a so and so up, or bust your booty out. Then you're under the Simon Says effect. Then you're doing it, and it becomes your reality. But in the entertainment world, they don't tell you that. Don't try this at home because you know what? You go shoot somebody, you going to jail or you dying.
That's for real.
Your
But
mama's gonna be crying, your daddy's gonna be crying, your kids are gonna be without you. They're not pushing the agenda to be parents to your kids, be decent citizens, stay out the way, stay positive. They're not pushing that agenda. It's like bust your tail out. How much skin can you show? How much sex can you have? Oh, we're not stressed to be a union. We're going to stress, have kids, have sex. Hey, it don't matter. Kill everybody. It's like there's no there's no boundary to anything. And I think that's what the issue is. I'm sorry if I got out of hand, but that's what I think.
I'm gonna go a step further on that. The kids are they have too much access to shit. You know what I'm saying? Let's just be real about it. You know what I mean? We came up, we had no internet, we had no nothing. Now you get on the internet, you can look up anything, man. You know what I'm saying? Do you remember when this is real shit? Do y'all remember when it was hard to find porn? You know what I'm saying? Like you had to
Right.
go dig somewhere to actually find it. But now, bro, you just wake up and pull your phone up, boom, here you go. You know what I'm saying? That goes the same for anything, man. My biggest concern though is when life starts imitating art. Because like you just said with the music, bro, you can't go out and live out these damn lyrics, man. I don't know who told you could because your favorite rapper that's saying that. But the cool, you know what it is now? A lot of the young boys are getting locked up because they trying to live out their own lyrics. But now you put this image out, you got to hold this image up. You see what I'm saying? So it's hard for you to say, "Oh man, I'm getting money now." You know what I'm saying? It's very few younger rappers that actually move out of the city and go somewhere and say, "Man, you know what? I'm gonna just do this music." But now you watching these kids now, they don't even they forgetting that they making millions of dollars. You see what I'm saying? It, for example, what's the kid, man? Pooh Shiesty. This man is shooting at the club after he performed. I mean, I know the people took his money. Yeah, I can respect that. But bro, you supposed to have your homies to handle that. You know what I'm saying? You supposed to have security to go handle that. You know what I mean?
Proper
What gives you
security.
the
Right.
yeah, bro? You go out to the car, come back and start busting. Man, that's something somebody do that ain't got no money. You know what I'm saying? I'd have paid somebody. I'm not. I'm not preaching this to say that's what y'all should do, okay? But I'm just saying, in reality, I'd have paid somebody to handle my business for me. You know, if it came down to that. Remember, you the star. He's probably feeding everybody that's around him. Now everybody's starving. So what it is now? You know what I'm saying? It just don't look good, man. So you can't go out and try to live these rap lyrics, y'all. Especially the kids that's not even making music. Bro, you have nothing going. What makes you feel like I can go out here and bust my gun and kill this person and like nothing's gonna happen, man? But that goes to the music though. The music don't tell you the bad side. They tell you the good side. They glamorize the killing. They glamorize the money. They glamorize the sex. They glamorize all this shit. But nobody says, yo, if I go out here and mess up, here come them 25 years. Ain't not one rapper telling you, oh, you get 25 years, this is how you gonna handle your life. How you gonna handle your life in prison? Ain't none of the rappers telling you that though. They ain't telling you, yo, your ass can get locked up and do 25. And now you're in there with the biggest, strongest nigga ain't never seen the light of day. You know what I'm saying? I want to see the little niggas when they actually go to jail. What happens? You know what I mean? That's what I want to see. And I guess if they start showing that side to the younger generation, maybe they'll start taking heed, man. Because prison ain't nothing to play with. So I don't know who all the kids or whoever been in prison. I'm not proud of it. It's not a place for human beings, period, if you ask me.
It's sad. I'm about ready to cry. This don't make no sense. Don't make no sense.
Lex, what's your take on that, man?
So while we hitting on music, right? And we ain't gonna be so broad to be, just music. We're gonna go to our genre, hip hop. I think there's been a major shift in what hip hop actually is. There's a difference between hip hop and what the music industry controls, what the music industry defines as what is artistic, what the music industry defines as what is music business. Very different from hip hop. Hip hop is a culture. Music business is about numbers and money, and may those numbers come by life or death. To business, it doesn't matter.
You don't care.
When I think about hip hop, I think about the reason it was created. We go back into those days, into like the mid 70s, late 70s. There's just a lot of gangs. Till some brothers got together and was like, all right, look, we gotta bring this noise to a stop. We gotta stop killing each other. What can we do? So, as the raw art form and, as the first piece to the puzzle, you know what I'm saying, came knowledge of self. And these guys were, teaching each other like, hey, look, we're all kings. We're much better than this. We can solve our differences in a better manner. His brother said, look, let's break out some cardboard. And look, there's some beats, some beat between these songs right here, whatever. Y'all want to dispute what's going on?
Let's dance.
Let's dance. You know what I'm saying? Then later came the MC. Then you have ways to release yourself through hip hop, where you see our brothers and sisters out there with the spray can, the graffiti, expressing life or whatever.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? And we can't. Of course, we can't go without the most integral, central part of hip hop. The brothers and sisters who are out there DJing. Now, the main cause was, look, we're trying to elevate the mentality of our people and let them know that, you don't have to be in a spot to where you choose death over life. You don't have to kill anybody over anything. Right. So this is raising awareness to say, look, let's change. Let's handle our dispute as humans. I love you, brother. I love you, sister. And we're going to handle it this way. Hip hop. Right. Hip means to be in the knowing. You're hip to things, right? Right. Hop, right. Or hit, is to know things, right? Hop is a movement. When you hop, you move. You understand what I'm saying? So you're educating yourself and you're moving with education. Education and whatever is not meant to be stagnant. You're meant to grow and keep moving. Right. You understand? Right. And you pass it on. Right. This is not the case of what you see in what the so-called music industry defines as hip hop today. It's more generated and catered to deaf culture.
It is.
Because
Yeah.
every song that defines these brothers and sisters is about, hey, I can kill you harder than you can kill me.
Then you can kill me. That's facts, yo.
Excuse me, guys, and I hate to disturb you, but let me take this back. You know, my thing is organic. You know, I'm on this trying to be healthy thing, but let's take this back to the organics of this situation. Let's go to why I feel as if the industry pushes for destruction in hip hop. It started in our community.
Yeah.
Our is in us melanated people. It started with us black people, Nubian people, Puerto Rican people, and poor neighborhoods. Let's start there. Let's start there. And let's start at the fact that it grew and it brought us together. Okay? Let's start about that. Let's talk about that. And then, not only did it, as it grew, it brought us together. It was a different, fresh sound that, you know, a lot of people wasn't accustomed to. You had to be where we were from to understand what those beats meant, what those words meant, how that what they said, where the pain was coming from. You had to be able to relate in some form of fashion, right? Okay. So back to the agenda of the masses. I heard a wonderful interview with one of Bone Thug and Harmony. What's his name? It'll come to me in a moment. However, he was describing
Crazy
a
Bone?
meeting. I think that may be the young man.
Crazy Bone.
And he was talking about
it's
the
Crazy
meeting
Bone.
and how
Yeah,
they
I know
were
exactly what you're talking about.
describing how they were going to use the agenda of the mass. The agenda of the masses was going to use hip hop to destroy us, to separate us, and that is what's taking place.
Pay for their prisons.
Pay
for
for
their
their
You know what I'm
prisons.
saying?
Absolutely. Absolutely. With some kind of top secret medium. Listen, I'm trying to tell
Speaking
you.
on that, he also
go ahead.
Look, he also said that they had a meeting to where they wasn't gonna push any more positive music. Because you remember when Bone Thugs came out, they had Crossroads, they had the murder music, but they had the other side to the music. He said that's kind of what made him step out of the limelight. I was just about to go into the point of they pushing this gang culture way too much. Every rapper now is in a gang. Do y'all remember we had rappers in gangs from Eazy-E, DJ Quick, MC8, Ice-T, everybody. But you never knew that they were in a gang.
Right.
Until now.
Again,
you understand what I'm saying?
That goes again.
So many rappers out there, they push the gang culture.
That goes again with
they push this gang culture too much.
It's more glamour now, because you look at the music that Eazy-E, NWA were making, and other brothers like them during that time. It was more of a conscious type of thing, letting people be aware of the situations that's going on in the hood. You know, not proud of it, but you know, look how we're surviving in this hood. You know, look what's going on in this hood. You know, look why it's happening. Look how it happened, where it's happening. You know what I mean? As a means of reaching people, letting them know.
Here's my question right quick, and I hate to cut you off in the middle of your beautiful thought, but here we go. So should we, as the consumer of this field, because I mean, I hate to call these artists beautiful, you know, the energy that anybody uses is beautiful, but I hate to sound negative. So should we make these artists be accountable for the field that they're teaching their children on some real stuff? Like, and I don't want to be personal, but sometimes we got to get personal for our people to really listen to us. It is
so. I'm gonna go out on a limb here. And say, no, we can't really make the artists be accountable until we make the record execs be accountable. To the top dogs be accountable first. Okay. You know what I mean? Because they have to be the ones that say, look, we can't push this out there. You know, it's too much. It's too much. We can't do it. You know what I mean? And then these artists
Lex, the sad thing about that is them damn execs ain't gonna listen to us. You know what I'm saying?
That's true.
I don't want to say what culture
So
they
what do
come
we
from.
do as
They
a
don't listen to
people?
anybody.
What do
You
we
see what I'm
do? We need to
saying?
do something. We got to do something
I don't.
because listen, it's on everything. Do you remember a long time ago when people used to, only thing they had was radio? They didn't have this new technology. TV
Yeah,
came after radio. And the family together, they
yeah,
sat down and they used their mind. They didn't have the visual. They used their mind. They allowed their mind to work and see the words
yes.
that was coming out of the radio. And it was wholesome enough for the entire family. You know, we can't
Well,
take
listen.
steps back
Well,
into
you,
the past. What can we do?
the only way to do that is to stop buying that particular music. You understand what I'm saying? Because if people stop buying rap music, and then somebody start rapping about more positive stuff, you ain't gonna have no choice but to buy it. But the
See, but
longer
here's
this
the
keeps
Right.
going,
problem.
people gonna keep buying the music, man. You know
Here's
what
the
I'm saying?
here's the problem. Herein lies the problem with that, right? No longer is the mode or method of buying music the way it was when we were kids, where we can go in the store
Right.
and purchase a CD or cassette, right? And people were able to go
Yeah.
to the store and say, look, stop selling this, or we're going to come in here and break up everything. Everything is digital now.
Well,
Spotify,
that goes to the
whatever it
execs,
is.
like you said. That goes
Yeah.
to the execs not to put it out. You know what I'm saying? But I've been said years ago, man. Dead Prayers said this shit. What year did Dead Prayers come out? 2000. When they said turn off the radio, everything they said is shit that's going on now. Dead
That's
Prayers,
facts.
Public Enemy, they said all this stuff, man, like so long ago. And now we're to the point as adults, we like, damn, we need to stop this. You know what I'm saying? But I think now it's so far fetched, like you said, it's out there. Like it ain't like it used to be no more. You know what I'm saying? Because now you can make anything and you can get fucking a million streams. You know what I'm saying? I've seen the
And this
worst
is
songs
I want
the
to.
ever.
exec to actually be the one to alter the streams. Like these big companies can alter
Yeah,
these streams to
yeah,
6ix9ine. He was talking about how these companies be altering the streams to make it look like they getting this much and this
yes.
much when it's actually something different. So at this
You know
point,
what?
this is just a struggle. Like this is a hard struggle. How can we?
Hey, I was just about to touch on him, man. I said, yeah, all these rappers want to be in the game until that damn Rico come. Then everybody like,
Okay,
oh hell no,
right,
I ain't with them
right,
no more. You know,
right.
look at the rappers they just hit with
Ah,
Rico charges, man. YF and Lucci, Jesus Christ, ARL, Takashi had one. I mean, they ain't playing with this shit no more. You know what I'm saying? 50 Cent said in what was the song with Takashi? That motherfucker said before at the beginning of the song, he said, let me let you know I'm not gang gang. I do not gang bang. He made sure he said that on the record. You see what I'm saying? 50 was so smart. He was like, nope, do not affiliate me with that. You know what I'm saying? And I think, man, some of these that's why I say the gang culture they pushing. Some of these guys are probably plants, man. To get our youth to follow them. You know what I'm saying?
the
My
psalmist
thing is,
said the
bro,
thing. The
if you
psalmist
from
said the thing.
So
yeah,
Do as
look,
I
right.
do, do as I say.
I'll say
The
this
Yep.
too.
psalmist said the thing.
I want to make this point. In those days when we had Public Enemy, NWA, those type of rappers, right? They understood that there's a real power in words. There's a power in the message that you send out there. You know,
Yes.
and they knew that they had power to control this music back then. You understand?
Yes.
These artists that come up today don't understand that they have that power to make changes. And I
Your
want to
word.
two records I want to point out. There was a record called "We Are All the Same Gang,"
Yes.
done by a
One of
bunch
the
of West
greatest
Coast
records
artists,
ever.
and
Yeah.
then you have "Self Destruction," a bunch of
Beheaded
East
for
Coast
Yes.
artists that got together. Yeah, um, those rappers
It's
realized the
time for
power
another
that they
one.
had in this music. But
It's
you will
time
never see a
for another
collective.
one, bro.
You will never see a collective of these young rappers together to
And
make
get it
this
right.
that type those
Get it
type of
right.
records. You know what I'm saying?
You're right about that, man.
So
I think,
go ahead. Go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
no, it's time. It's time for another one of those records, bro. It's time for another self destruction. It's time for we all in the same game. You know what I'm saying? But see, that's my thing is, bro. Hip hop needs gatekeepers. I mean, let's just be real, man. We need
Mm.
some MCs that really, balance the whole hip hop culture out and let these guys hear the music first and say, hey, should we put this out? You know what I'm saying?
Right,
They should go to the
right.
execs. They should have some type of power to go to the execs and say, look, this shouldn't be pushed. You know what I'm saying? So it's bigger than that because we sit here and I'm going to blame some of the youth too because y'all sit here and you bash the forefathers. You know what I'm saying? Oh, that old head. Oh, nobody want to hear that old head music, this and that. You can't do that, brother. Because if it weren't for him, you wouldn't be making no type of music. You know what I'm
This is
saying?
true.
If it weren't for Uncle Luke, you would not be able to cuss on a record. You
This is true.
understand? So
Oh,
we
This
owe
is
we
true.
owe these guys, man. You know what
I
I'm
have a
saying? We owe a
question.
lot of these guys, and they just
Go ahead about that, but after you say what you say, we owe these guys. I just have a question after
yeah,
that.
we owe these guys, man. We owe these
And we
guys because
do.
they
And
set the
so,
foundation. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
and they
These
did.
guys were getting
So this
locked
is
up for saying a cuss word. Come on, just
right.
imagine these
Now,
kids going on stage now and getting locked up for saying a cuss word. You see what I'm saying? These guys were fighting for
right.
their lives just to have these kids be able to say what they want on the record. You know what I'm saying? So people need to start. Everybody, me too. We need to start giving these guys more credit and like bowing down to these guys. You know what I'm saying? Because if it weren't for y'all, we won't be able to do it.
Quick question. And this might be taking what I got to ask, maybe taking this back to the beginning of our conversation. And my question is, the agenda of the masses, do you feel like it's meant to destroy our culture?
Yes,
And and
yes,
and
hands
and
down.
and and as I look up the definition of culture, the arts and other manifestations. Now, remember, we just said our words have power. Okay, so mind you on this:
Yes,
the arts and the other manifestation of human intellectual achievement regarded collectively. Now, in that, I get, you know, what we do all together and repetitively. This is our culture. This is, it has become
yes,
our culture to have Thanksgiving dinner in November. It is, for some who celebrate that. It's become the culture of some people to have Christmas and celebrate Christmas and thanks in December. For some who chooses to do that, why not manifest better within our community with the things that we say and do? Can we manifest a different power for us to verbally express our thoughts and opinions without it destroying our fellow brother and sister? Is that possible? Can you see that becoming our culture as is trying to uplift and build? Can you see
Well,
that?
well, the first thing we got to ask is, what is culture? Can we define culture?
And I just said the arts and the other manifestations of human intellectual achievement regarded collectively. That's what that wasn't what that was. I just looked that up off of Safari. Yeah. So that's what it said.
Lex.
But what
Hey,
do
Lex.
we think? What do we feel?
All right, okay, Lex. Before you answer that question, bro, do you think the kids care about the culture?
No, I do not think so. Not at all. Not at all. Not at all.
How can we
It
make
even
them
even
care?
even in the statement that you just made, to where you see that they don't even care about hip hop's forefathers, it shows that
Right.
they don't care about the culture. You know what I mean? Like for me, like I give honor to the brothers that came before me. You know, because I wouldn't be spitting if there wasn't no Coogee Rap, no KRS-One. You know what I'm saying? No Rakim. You know, if it wasn't for them brothers, there would be no Lex Space. You understand? You understand what I'm saying? Um,
Right. It
that's
wouldn't be
that's
no
one
BTR
person.
neither.
That's right. That those are people who, both of us feel like they had a hand in building this culture. and we're a part of it, so we have to continue it in everything.
Right.
These young boys, young females, they don't care about the foundation that was built, the way the road was paved for them. It's like, okay, that's old, but we doing our own thing now, you know. And true, in time, things do evolve, and some situations may change, but you never ever disrespect where that thing came from. You always give it props. It's respect. It's love. It's flowers. So no, you know, they don't care.
That goes back to how you raise anybody at home. That, do you give that to your parents? Do you give that to the people who taking care of you? If you ain't giving that to them, then who else is you gonna give it to?
It's true.
Right. Right. So do we blame the parents?
We can, to a certain extent. Back to what I was saying. Sometimes you guard things that other people don't, and when kids come together, they have conversations just like we do. Did you hear this? Did you see that? Well, let me tell you about this. Let me tell you about that. You can shelter someone from certain things, but you can't shelter them from everything.
No, you're right. You're right. You're right about that.
I just think
we got some great comments, y'all. Great comments. Please don't knock me out this thing. Yes, Trent. I seen Trent said the execs blackmail, so can't fight or face the death or prison. Giovanna says that negativity sells. Y'all agree?
I agree.
Oh, absolutely.
I agree.
Absolutely.
Okay, we got the industry executives were asked to promote gangster rap in order to drive up the number of inmates and profits for the private prison systems, which was funded back in 1991.
Speak on it. Speak on it.
That sounds about right. That sounds about right. That sounds about.
It's sad. Like, we shouldn't have to continue. We shouldn't. Like, we have so much power in our community. We shouldn't have to go through this. We shouldn't. Let's take it back. Billie Holiday. What was that? When the jazz clubs. You know, it wasn't the music that was igniting people to kill one another.
It was unifying.
Yes.
What can we do?
Yes.
We have recognized the problem. Now that we recognize the problem,
so
we have to come up with the idea for a solution. We got to work together.
Let's say what we do for a little bit later. Let's pull everything out the bag, because I don't want to beat down on the young boys for the whole show, because we got to pick the chin up of these young girls too, and say, look,
absolutely,
hey,
absolutely. And I'm glad that you brought that up. You know, there was a day that women had morals about themselves. They were modest. They were sick but modest. That no longer exists.
Okay. Miss Louise, when do you think that change happened? If we just talking about the female rappers or whatever. When did you see that change happening as far as the music? Like, when did you see the female image starting to be tarnished after that?
Okay. I was speaking with Brother Lex earlier, and I asked him, what does the female rapper, what does she bring to hip hop? Okay. That's one. And then two, I asked him, what only did she bring to hip hop, but her purpose. Was she uplifting her brother in the beginning with unity? When MC Light talked about George.
Yeah, that was a great song. Damn,
Yeah, it
You must have
was.
read my
And
mind.
then it got a
You
little,
must have read my mind.
it got a little sexy. It got a little risque with salt and pepper. Push it, right?
Yeah.
And then,
But
we love Biggie, we love Kim, but it went down here a little, if you ask me. Now I may be missing somebody, and if
Kim
I
came
am,
straight out the gate. I think Kim
busting
changed the
it.
game too, though. I
Right.
think she
Yeah,
changed the game too. I
absolutely.
mean, to be
And
honest,
she changed the game completely.
yeah,
Absolutely.
yeah. She. I think it was harder for after Kim. It was harder for females to come on and like the Queen Latifahs and the
Right.
MC Lights and the yo-yos. You know what I'm saying? It was
So
harder for them to
Right.
come
so
like
let's
after
let me
them.
so let me I don't let me
Right.
interject right quick. Let me interject right quick. So this is what I want to say. Um, there's a whole different narrative from the time of Queen Latifah, right? Ladies first to Megan Thee Stallion now, Dolly dot stuff. You know what I'm saying? Look at the narrative
That's
from
what we
here,
call it.
from there to
Let's
there.
stop. Let's stop music. You know what I'm saying? That's not even
You know what I'm saying?
that's
So, like,
it
what's
should
going
be
on?
like two live crew,
Yeah,
all over.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
but you know what? In that they made a movement where people could be more open with what they say in their music.
However,
But
hold on. However, how do we think? So let's in the middle of that, we like we were talking about. We have a little Kim and we have a Foxy Brown and we have Trina somewhere, right? So let's look
Yes.
at it. Let's look at when they came along and what changed. Even though they brought a total different aspect of of womanhood to the game, right? So here's the difference. Is there a difference between what Kim and Fox and Trina doing than what the girls are doing today? Because
No.
when you
Girls
look
look the
at it,
same.
when you look at it, um, I think Kim and Foxy. Y'all excuse me if I'm being biased. I just love little Kim. You know what I'm saying? But
it's
I do
I
too.
okay.
I
think
do too. I do
I
too.
think that I think that that her their music came from a oppressed and suppressed mentality because they were in a male dominant game to where the fellas were just just misogynistic everywhere and hoes this and
Yeah.
bees that and I'll do this to the shorty with and Kim and these women came and said, well, look, this is how you think about us. I'm gonna show you how we really gonna talk about it. Let's talk about it then.
Yeah.
I'm gonna show you that we ain't just that. We powerful in our sexiness, our sexual side, all that, and they push that. Somewhere in there, somebody saw that and say, "Well, look, let's keep that agenda." Because the narrative has always been, even with television, sex sells.
Well, prostitution is the oldest
Sex sells,
profession in the
man.
world. However, man, when is it gonna? It's gotta stop being about the numbers and be more about the people. Because listen, if everybody died, what the hell you gonna sell then? When everybody died, I mean, let's just be real. You can't sell no ass then when you're dead and stinking. Like,
Shit, you ain't selling
like
no
at
you ain't
what
selling no ass
point?
when you're 60 years old. No
You crazy
way.
as hell the way people be selling that thing. But anyway,
Shit, yeah. I don't want no
but
60-year-old
what
woman.
can we do? Like, you know, I said to one of my sons, I said, listen,
Crazy.
what if your sister come bust out the room talking about and start squatting? What you gonna do? And then my son said she gonna grab her arm talking about ow. Like that be ready to kick
Man.
her ass if she start busting out, doing what well, I don't show it to her, but doing what is seen and heard, everybody bouncing around like Megan got all they cooler hanging out, everything but the pubic hair. Like, I just want to see a little bit more modesty. Big up my ladies, ain't nothing wrong with showing your sexiness, but I swear you can be sexy and modest. I promise you can. Like, I just want to see a little bit of that. And I just to tone it down a little bit for my people. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like
Well,
what
you
going on
know,
in your
most of
bedroom or whatever you do at the strip club, that should stay within those doors. Like really, it should not be a thing that's pushed. I mean, maybe that's my own
I
value,
think
but
it's the attention thing though. You know, females love attention, and some of the young girls
true.
might they want attention, but they might go about it the wrong way. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, a lot of girls when these I always used to always say, do women look at themselves before they go outside? You know what I'm saying? Because if your ass hanging out, your titties hanging out, come on, man. You know everybody's gonna look. You know what I mean? Like, so I'm thinking you want people to look at you. You
But
know what
there's
I
a
mean?
response.
So
There's a
I really
response out there to that. That I'm not doing it for attention. I'm doing it because it makes me feel beautiful. It makes me feel sexy. I look good in it. I like to look at myself in it. That's how it makes me feel. That's why I wear it. There's that type of response out there. So can you not respect that, or is that they're just living in they're delirious or whatever about thinking like that?
right.
Well,
Man, I mean, I don't know, man. I it's just hard. You know what? I mean, for all of you, for the young ladies, it's kind of hard to not. I mean, I think they should look at some different rappers. Like we got Rhapsody and girls like that that still, you know what I mean, still spitting, still being true to themselves. But
Right.
it's hard when you turn on the radio and all you hear is WAP and nigga buy me a Birkin bag, nigga. I'm gonna give you some head for a bag, nigga. I'm gonna give you, you know what I'm saying? Like it's kind of hard for these females to, I mean, to hear something else. That's what they hear. That's what they know. And what poor person or poverty-stricken person don't want a Birkin bag? Like, I mean, the young girls. What young girl don't want some red bottoms? What
Right.
young
Right.
girl don't want a Mercedes? What young girl don't want the house on the hill? What young girl don't want to fly out? You know what I mean? This basically like,
Right.
bro, it's like to me, I feel like it's more like prostitution music. That's the bad part. Because now you're making these young girls think, oh, I gotta sell this, and I gotta give him some to get me a couple racks. You understand what I'm saying? But the
Mm.
rappers and the men ain't
yeah,
helping it out
because
neither.
you make your
When
own
I'm
money.
paying, yeah, but see, I mean, everything is like legal prostitution there. You know what I mean? And the young girls see, okay, I'm gonna turn 18. I'm about to get this OnlyFans. I'm about to rack up. I mean, that's all it is right now, bro. Like everything is just legal prostitution. I mean,
It was
who am
disgusting.
I to say? But who am I to say when you're a poor young girl in the ghetto, you never had nothing. A guy come up to you with a lot of money and say, "Yo, look, I'm about to give you 10 racks. I need you to do this right here." 10 racks to her is like $1 million. You see what I'm saying? So it's very easy to buy them now. I mean, if you ask me, it might be harsh, but it's the fucking truth.
That's
That's
at
true.
home
What
telling your
young
baby to tell yourself I love you. To love yourself that comes from what you teach your child at home. You ain't gotta have a dime or you ain't gotta have a pot to piss in or a window to throw it out of. But if you teach your child how to love themselves, no matter what you have, that type of stuff will not entice you.
Okay,
But then the
okay.
peer
Oh,
pressure,
Miss
you
Louise,
might have a home girl who's down with that, who makes it look cool. And I can see how that happens.
Miss Louise. But what you gonna tell that young girl that's sitting at home right now with a baby, no parents, no mom, no dad, no nothing, living in an apartment full of whatever, just dirt, and a man come by and tell her he'll give her 10 racks to come do this? What are you gonna tell that little
Okay,
girl? You understand what I'm saying?
okay. You know what? I'm gonna tell that little girl you can get a free education and some child care. You ain't got to do it. You don't have to do that. That's a choice that you make. You don't have to do that.
And you
This
know what
is
that
a
little girl
choice
gonna
that
tell
you
you?
make.
Being real, she gonna be like, I don't care what you saying. I need something to eat tonight. That's exactly what she's gonna
I don't,
say. You
if
know what
she
I'm saying?
told
So when
me
we think about,
that,
I'm just saying, when we think about
if she told
these girls,
if she told me that, I'd see it. Like
she got
I'm just
technical
letting
difficulty.
you know that there is a way that you can do everything without selling your soul to. You know what I'm saying? It's a way you can do everything. You just have to have the open
Right.
mind and be optimistic. You have to want it. And I understand times get hard. I've been through hard times. Like I know what that's about. hard time. But I tell you what you're not gonna catch me doing is whatever for 10 bands. Now I'm gonna go ahead and do what I got to do. Whatever. Somebody ain't
But
gonna
But
work
that's
but
to
you
get
gotta
home.
but you gotta understand that your mentality is not the mentality of these young girls.
it's not
No,
right.
Hard work is a thing of the past to them. You know what I mean? It's not about slow wealth and working diligently to build something and accomplish to have something. A lot of them is like, well, if the dough is there, the price is right. Hey, it's all right. You know what I'm saying?
I mean there's
But
some people's
Yeah.
mindset, but we have to pray against that. We can manifest against that. Like we really have to change our community. Like I wouldn't know how to address it. I mean, I know people who are like that. I'm not gonna, deny, I'm square to them. I'm corny to them because I don't blend with that type, but I still pray for them. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? I still send them up to the Most High because they are misguided. You know what I mean?
Right.
And I'm
Right.
sure
Right.
a lot of them, because I got a homegirl, she told me, this really ain't what I want to do. This is just what I do because this is what I feel I can get things done. This is how I feel I can get
Right.
things done. And I share with her, like I just said, that you don't have to do this. So yeah,
But listen,
I can understand.
you said that, but did she stop? Is she still doing it? See?
Mm,
I mean,
I
I'm
think
not
she do
knocking what
other
you
things.
saying. I'm
Mm-hmm.
not knocking nothing. I'm not knocking nothing you saying. But it's very easy to say that because you have that mind frame. But I'm quite sure your homegirl is doing it for a reason. You understand what I'm saying? So you can say that to her, but tonight she still got to go out and do whatever she do. You know what I'm saying? So
It's a choice to
it's like a
make.
two.
She don't have
Yeah,
to.
it's a
And I made
choice.
that
But
clear to
it's
her. Some people feel like they don't have choices. Some people feel like, oh, this is not, how else am I going to do this? Oh, well, you can do this. Did you know that you can do this? Some people aren't educated on other ways. Some people are surrounded with around people or in places of negativity where they're not allowing their brain to or their mindset to be abroad, where they feel like this is the only way. Mama did it, auntie did it, cousin did it, sister did it, so I'm gonna do this too. And nobody has ever brought up to them, well, you can get this, or you can do that. Some people are what you
yeah,
call
but
system things.
that's kind of what I was saying. Like the people that don't have somebody like you telling them that they can do this. You know what I'm saying? It's like 4 billion girls out there that don't have that. You know what I'm saying?
right,
I mean, like, me personally, I came up basically without parents. You know what I mean? I did a lot of shit that I shouldn't have did. But you know what? Somehow I made a way. You know what I'm saying? But it took me a long time to figure that out. Because for so long, I blamed everybody else. And it's like, man, I don't got this. I look at other people with parents and this and that, blah, blah. And I'm like, damn, like, I wish it was that easy for me. So that what I'm saying is it's harder to tell somebody that don't have these things what you should do, you know? Because I can't go to the ghetto right now and tell this little young boy, yo, you need to stop robbing, and this little nigga ain't got nothing to eat tonight. You know what I'm saying?
right,
I can't,
right.
I can't, I
But if
can't. Who
you,
am I?
but this is my thing. It's so easy to recognize the problem. But if you're gonna approach that young man, please have a solution. Well, I ain't got nothing to eat. Well, here's something to eat, brother.
Right? Yeah, that's what they
You
gonna tell
understand
you.
what I'm
If you
saying?
walk up to them and you ain't got nothing to help them with, they gonna shut you down
You
automatically.
shut up, right?
Yeah,
Right.
right.
We just,
Let me check some of these come out. Hey, shout out to everybody on the comments, man. Shout out Jamil, what up? Shout out Mario. Shout out Nay. Who we got? Shout out to Trent, y'all. I appreciate y'all watching us tonight, man. I hope y'all enjoying this thing too, man. Lex, what we got, man? This is a whole different episode for us guys. We're trying to reach out and to our community, to all communities, to help to try to guide the younger youth tonight. I mean, I feel like that's our job as the real Spills. And thanks to Miss Louise and thanks to Lex for even coming up with this episode. I mean, I think it's a great episode. So I owe props to y'all. I'm gonna shout you both of y'all out. So appreciate y'all for coming up with this.
Much love. Um, so where we go now is um, one of the problems that I know as young men, well, as being those ages, teenage, younger than that, maybe whatever, and this music, whatever, is a lot of situations that go on in their life or at home, um, and in those situations, a lot of these young kids don't know how to articulate exactly um, what's going on to be able to relieve or alleviate what stress or problem it is or whatever. So it goes into the music. They write about it a lot, but it's a fulfilling thing to write about. Um, I'm gonna put two to you, empty the whole clip. I'm gonna grab the blicky, da 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 da. You know, what is in my mind, I'm asking a question. What is the mode that we go by to better help these young rappers articulate a message better or whatever than just it's always has to be about killing someone. How do they articulate the anger or frustration that they have inside and communicate that to the world?
First of all, we need to start teaching them that those things that they write down is manifestations, and that when you put your energy in that, those things come true. So you have to be careful with what you write and what you say. Next, we do need to open up a way to have them to give more positive thoughts. I mean, well, not so much positive thoughts, but positive outlets.
Yeah.
Like once they let them know the power in their writing. Like, it's just so hard. I got so many thoughts. My heart's so broken. I don't even know with this youth today. Like,
I know.
we just got to come together. We have to protect them. We have to come together somehow. How? I don't know it. To answer your question, to be
Hey,
honest, I don't know. I don't know the
yeah,
answer
but
to everything.
let's get deeper than just people acting a certain way. Do you think drugs are influencing the youth? Because a
Absolutely.
lot of the decisions that they
People
make are
making
drug
drug use
influence.
influences the youth.
Drug influence, yeah.
People
The drug influence has a
people
lot to do
making
with
drug
these
use.
this stuff.
I think people are making drug use look cool, but they're not
Yes,
talking about how drug, because it used to be, like you said in another show, it used to be cool to be the drug dealer, not the drug
yes,
user.
yes,
And nobody is talking about when your parents is strung out on this shit and you in the dark because she done spent the check on getting high.
yes.
Or
That's right.
nobody is talking about how, the little babies is at home hungry because their mama done took the grocery and gave it to the dope boy.
Yes. But now,
Like,
it's cool to be a junkie. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like
because
now,
we got to think this besides the aspect that Miss Louise just brought out. Um, Mom's at home. She's a druggie. Dad going whatever, so and so and so. That's just one narrative. There's also the narrative. There are kids who have both their parents come from good homes, but because of the
yes,
message in the music and what's going on or whatever,
yes,
that's cool to
right.
do. I'm gonna do that too.
yes, right.
I'm
But the
talking
thing
about
is,
how
see, they
they
don't.
glamorizing pill popping Patty and open your OJ. That's what I'm talking about.
No,
Like, it just don't
that's
make
what.
no sense.
But that's what I'm about to say though. But listen, the like Lake said earlier, the executives pushing this shit out there. One song I like, but I fucking hate it. In the same time, is damn Future Molly Percocet.
Mm.
Percocet. I sang this song and I'm like, what the hell am I singing? Are you
I
serious?
can never see.
But listen, this is this
Y'all
is what
gotta
the
see
kids
that
don't
dude.
know.
Dude.
Future don't even do this stuff. Like, come
Right.
on, man. Like, you know what I'm
Right.
saying? He don't even do this. So you would think the kids would be like, oh man, that shit ain't real. You know what I mean? Not actually go out there and do it. You know what I'm saying? But I have been influenced by the drug use in music. You know what I'm saying? I wanted to drink. I like chopped and screw
Likewise.
music. I wanted to drink lean because I heard DJ Screw and everybody said. You know what I mean? I didn't want to call them rappers out because I love those rappers, but you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
I wanted to do the same thing. Till I almost died and slept for 2 days.
Okay, hello.
You know
Talk
what I'm
about
saying?
it. So I think we should put them on blast. Like y'all gotta make some better. Not put them on blast. Y'all gotta make better music. Exact. Isn't this the time for cancel culture? Cancel their asses. How many people want to say that?
Right?
Cancel their asses.
Yes. But
You
how
know,
are
we
we
could go
gonna
back to the
cancel?
chitlin circuit. The chitlin circuit was better anyway.
Exactly. Exactly. Yo, hey, Jamil said something real dope. He said Tupac said we're gonna raise the babies to hate our ladies that make the babies. The generation don't like parents no more. So how will we respect anyone else? That is so true, Jamil. Tupac did say that. We raise the babies and hate the ladies. And
It's
that's kind of
true.
where it's at, man. I had conversations with some young boys one time, and the stuff they told me, the way they talk to girls is way different. It ain't no smooth nothing. It ain't no wine and dine. Ain't no let me get your name. They go straight to it off the rip. I was like, man, you told her that? He was like, yeah. And she did it. I was like, oh my God, bro. That was, to me, it was borderline like sin. When I heard him say it, I was like, oh man, that's what y'all say? He was like, yeah, that's how you talk to him. I was like, damn. I said, yo, for the first time in my life, I felt old. And I felt disrespected that he would say that to a woman. You know what I'm saying? I had
The
I had an
agenda of
incident,
us
man.
women, the agenda of us women being more precious than gold is not being pushed, but more or less like we're cheap hoes and cum rats.
So
Yes, I
so
agree.
I was watching the video, and I happened to see this young lady talking about an experience she had happened to her. And what happened was, I guess she was walking down the street or something of that nature, and as a group of young men approached her. One of the young men, went up to her like, yo, what's up? You know what I mean? Can I get with you? This, that, and the third. The young lady was like, no, no, thank you, and she kept it moving. So the young boy asked her again, yo, you ain't what's up? And she was like, no, no, thank you, I'm not interested. Um, Somewhere in there, I don't understand where he felt disrespected, but this young boy actually took his skateboard, picked it up, and hit this young girl in her face. And I'm like, are we
Yes.
that detached?
Oh
You
yeah,
know,
way to
are
tell.
we? It's
I've been
crazy.
seeing, yeah, I've been seeing things on like YouTube interviews where, um, excuse me, a young lady went to the liquor store to get a bottle of wine. A man jumped on her, like to bit her ear off, and beat her up. And then another
Huh?
situation where some ladies were out eating dinner or something. The guy tried to approach the lady, and she's making it clear she's not interested. Excuse me. Excuse me. The man says to her, "Oh, you don't know who I am." Go to his vehicle, comes back and shoot up the whole little cafe where they were eating. Like there, I don't know. The world has just gone crazy. Like it's too much.
Okay. Okay. Now I'm gonna bring something up. I'm gonna bring something else up. If somebody did something like that, that was bigger than what happened. That person has some mental health problems. You understand what I'm saying? So a lot of things too. When people do certain things, we got to start looking at mental health, man. Like mental health plays a big role in people making certain
Absolutely,
decisions. And a lot
absolutely.
of times we overlook the mental health part, and we just say, "Oh, that motherfucker is crazy. He just crazy." But a lot of times people got issues that's not being dealt with. Just like you go to the ghetto, you go to the hood. These kids, I mean, it's a lot of people with mental health problems. They not getting no help, man. You know what I'm saying? The same way they had the thing where like how the police supposed to determine who has a mental health issue. You know what I'm saying? If I see a man running at me naked with a knife, I know something's wrong with this guy. You know what I'm saying? That's more than just, that's some mental health things going on, man. Because people just don't wake up every day and do shit like that. I'm just, you
Right.
know what I mean? So that a lot of
That's
that dude
something
shooting
that's
up that
not
place,
pushed in our
that dude
community
has some
though.
other issues.
And I'm glad you brought that up because in studies show that that's something that's not really, that agenda is not pushed in our community enough. For
Yes,
years people felt like we as Black people were just gonna heal ourselves. I mean,
yes,
yeah. So that is an
yeah. I
issue
mean,
that really needs to be brought out.
yes. I mean, I could speak on that myself. You know what I mean? I deal with mental health awareness. You know what I'm saying myself, and coming up, I didn't know anything about that. You know what I mean? I just thought like, man, that's some bullshit. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of that changed my life and saved my life
I
to be here
the
on this podcast to even be talking to you. You know what I'm saying? So
the
I
thought
could have
the
been
thought of
fucked.
sharing your life issues and problems with someone is so taboo to our culture, especially the black
Yes,
community, because
that's
the
big
way our
facts.
community looks at it is, if I go tell someone I have problems, something's going on, whatever, I look as if I'm crazy. Well, here's
I'm
Yeah,
news.
weak.
you're embarrassed.
There's a million
You're
other people
embarrassed.
with you. You know what I'm saying? You know, there's a lot of things that's going on in our community, and we haven't learned how to deal with some of these issues that we go through. And you know, I say it all the time. You know, the civil rights movement was only, it's only a short what, 50 some years ago, almost 60 years ago. That's no time. You know what I'm saying? And you know, we're still dealing with some of those issues from there. You know, everything hasn't been eradicated, or you know, we have things like, it's still racism in America, bigotry. There's still even women. There's still women who are oppressed um, in society and everything. We're still dealing with a lot. There's people who are still dealing with the aftermath of drug use from the 80s. You know, the crack era, which destroyed so many black
Yes,
communities. We still dealing with the you know, issues after that. So you know, we have had no time to heal mentally in our communities. It's just one thing after another.
And
yes.
you're right. And
I
back
I
to
don't know.
the agenda of the
Go ahead.
masses, their agenda is to destroy us. That is it. The crack era, the mental health issues, like the blue magic back in the 70s, like all of that. But I got a question for you. Speaking on mental health, right? Okay, so do you remember back in, well, we're all 80s babies, late 70s, early 80s babies. Question. So you remember when the heroin epidemic took place, right? Okay. There was
The 60s.
no help. That was the 60s. Okay. So there was no help for our community then, right?
Right, right.
Nowadays, you got pill popping Patty who got to get a perk. Now they've got help for her.
Yes,
The boxing, the method. You
yes.
know what I'm saying? Now you
But you
tell
can
me
go.
why
You can
there's help now.
hold on. You can go back another one. The crack epidemic. You ain't hear nothing about no
Okay.
rehabs, man. Come on, man. I mean, let's be
Right.
real. You
Let's
hear about
talk
that
about
stuff?
it.
You know what I'm saying? We ain't hear
Come
about. You
on,
ain't hear
y'all.
that.
You gotta see
But
what
that's
this
what
is.
that's.
It's meant to destroy us. It's meant to destroy us. Like at the end of the day, you really gotta take a step back and look. It's meant to destroy us. The music,
Yes,
the drug
yes.
pushing, the alcohol pushing. Like it's meant to destroy us. How do we get our youth to see this?
Uh, the youth far as them doing drugs and this and that, but that goes to another thing with the mental health thing. You know what I mean? Because now the youth is using that to cover up the whatever they're feeling. You know what I'm saying? Instead of them talking to somebody, instead of them going and get some professional help, let's cover it up in drugs. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I've done it. I've done it. So I mean, I'm just
We
speaking
gotta
for
get that.
myself.
So as
You know,
parents. as parents, because we're all parents here.
Yeah.
What can we do to help fix our family? We got to start in our own home because we're up here screaming this, screaming that. What can we do to fix it in our own homes? How can we,
Well,
amongst us three, amongst our viewers, throw some ideas out here? How can we fix it?
one thing we got to learn to be honest with our children and let them know the situations that we've been through in the past and why we feel we don't want them to enter in some of these situations and do certain things. Why? Because this happened to me. You know what I'm saying? We got to say, look, I went through this, and this is exactly what happened and what made me feel, what I went through, where it put me at. I don't want that for you, but even if, because life is life. And there are a lot of parents who do take that route to speak to their kids like that. And, they still go up for far. But you still have to take that initiative because they don't know that truth doesn't always fall on deaf ears. And we got to think that and understand that kids are sponges. They soak up everything. When you think they're not listening, they listening.
Yes.
They are listening.
Yes.
Yes. And just be real with them, and
what
and
usually happens with teenage kids, bro? What usually happens with teenage kids, man, is like, say at home, say I got a son, right? And I'm telling him at home, look, son, you should do this, whatever. Take your vitamins, say your prayers, get ready for school tomorrow, blah, blah, blah. But he got one homeboy, one friend. His parents don't give a fuck about him. He's just doing whatever. He's smoking in the house. He's smoking weed in the house, blah, blah, blah. Now my son looks at him like, man, I don't want to do that. I'm going over here to hang with him. I can go hang with him. That way I can feel like I'm grown. I'm doing this. I'm smoking. I'm drinking. I'm pill popping. Whatever he's doing. So that's his getaway. So when he come back home, now you got your son out here doing drugs, popping pills and shit. Now he coming back to you with an attitude. He's sitting around the house moping, looking depressed because he can't get over there to his homie. Because when he's home, he's got too many rules. You see what I'm saying? So that's another thing though. Like, how are we going to keep this young man or young lady in the house and they can go over here and have all the freedom in the world? So what should we do at home? Get them a little freedom at home? You know what I'm saying? So that's where a lot of this comes from, bro. Like our kids, they don't like rules, man. They feel like, oh man, my mom's too strict. My dad's too strict. He don't never let me do nothing. She don't never let me do nothing. You know what I'm saying? And then you got your friends over there picking at you. Yo, bro, you can't even come out, man. What you talking about, man? We was out here like one last night. Nigga. You was in the house. You can't even come out. You know what I mean? And then you got them basically getting peer pressure. Man, break the rules, bro. Go steal your mama's car. Go steal your daddy's car. You know what I'm saying? That's what happens, man. So how do we control that? You know what I'm saying?
It's just, there's no handbook. Yeah, because when you think about it, there's no handbook on parenting. Like,
exactly.
There's no, you can do stuff that your parents did and try to alleviate certain things that your parents did and the personalities that these kids have, which are their own. And it's really hard to deal with, as the parent when, what and nothing goes, when no lights be on, no water be on, no food be on the table if you parent,
Yes.
It's just so hard. What happened to our villages? What happened to, maybe so-and-so can say something to little Joe Blow that his mama and daddy couldn't get through to him. But all doing in love.
Now, you know what happened?
What happened when you got your ass cut down the street for showing your ass down the street, and by the time you got home, you done had 2 ass cuttings, and then you getting another one because you ain't had no business getting your ass cut. But then your kids call 911 on you because you done got your ass cut.
Look, you know what happened to that? The parents going down there and saying, "Oh, I know you ain't touched my kid. You better not put your hands on my kid." That's what happened to that. When everybody's going down there, when somebody say something to your child, you want to go down there and fight.
But it's the way to do it.
You see what I'm saying?
And
that's what happened to
that. It's the way to do it. It's a way to do it. You don't go putting your hands in people's kids' face, grabbing them
No,
up, punching them, and all of that. But if you need to cut their ass, cut their ass.
you know what? The foundation is also gone of, there's not many 60, 70, 80-year-old grandmas no more. Grandma now today is 40, 35, 30. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
So that type of experience that's needed ain't there no more. Because
Yo,
they're still
I
learning.
think somebody just said that in the comments. I can't remember who it was. Somebody had just said something like that. You're right. I can't remember who it was though.
Yeah, man, it's wow.
Hey, Jamil said something real. He said, it's illegal now to do that to the kids. You know what I mean? Right. The kids are called. Your own kids are called DSS on your ass now.
Hell yeah, they will.
See what they say. They're called DSS on you so quick. You know what I'm saying?
So here's the thing: spare the rod, spoil the child. Right. So let's look at this.
Yeah.
We say don't beat your children. Don't beat your children. Don't discipline. Don't do that. Right. But they go out there, and there's somebody out there that's going to discipline them worse than what we do at home, which could end up
definitely doing their job. The police shoot somebody and say they doing their job.
The police?
Yeah, they'll shoot your kid and say they doing their job. But if you cut their ass doing your job,
for sure.
You go to jail, but it's okay for them to shoot them and kill them, and they do their job. And they're doing their job. They get a reward. They get a medal.
Yes, for sure. Shit,
discipline.
Police. You got people will shoot your kids now. You know what I mean? Somebody in a nice neighborhood will shoot your kids now.
That's true.
Somebody in a nice neighborhood just tell your kid he don't belong there. Huh?
They ain't gotta be in a nice neighborhood. It could be trailer park trash and they'll shoot your young.
That's true. No, that's true. You're right. You're right about that.
Period.
So
and then get away with it. What's that situation? I don't want to stir up nothing, but the situation where the man said he was cleaning his gun and shot that baby over there in Cherry, and shit happened to him. How about him? You remember that? Yeah, little black girl. It was some years ago. Like, I give it 7, 8, maybe 10.
See, that's something the media ain't even really put out there like that. And I stay
right. There we go. Talk about it. Talk about it.
Yeah, I don't even know about. I didn't hear about.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna look it up.
Yeah. Damn, that's crazy. You know what I'm saying? But
and I went to Wilmington. Look, I went to Wilmington, right? And this man was like, "Where you from?" I was like, "White." Well, he said, "Y'all letting that man get away with that shit he did to that little girl over there at Chapman."
Okay. Where was the gangsters at?
Oh, okay, that point. That's where the gangsters from. Right.
You
that's where they from.
Where the gangsters is at? You know what I'm saying? That I'm just
that
saying.
Part.
You know
that part.
Oh,
where the gangsters at with the little boy over there? Where the gangsters at with that little boy over there in Bladensboro that they claim hung himself?
Yeah. Where they was at?
Yeah.
Oh no, they were too busy trying to shoot each other. That's what happened. They was.
But see, here we go. Here goes another case of not understanding the fundamentals of why we first began to have gangs, Bloods and Crips, who actually came in to protect us in the communities from cops and all these other things. You know what I'm saying? Big difference to where you start to put money and they push drugs in the community. Now you have a whole different thing now. Now it's about, well, the gangs is just, well, this is what it's about. It's not about saving my community. It's about tearing it apart.
Yes. Hey, I want to read this one comment, y'all. Can I read this one comment? It's very dope. It's very nice. This is from Trent. He going back to the therapy, right? He said, true therapy can save lives. Until you fight the root of the problem within oneself, how can we ever change? He said he's just speaking from a personal experience and not ashamed to say he was addicted to drugs. Therapy and rehab saved my life. So I just wanted to put that out there for a second, man. That was a great comment, Trent. We appreciate that so much, my brother. And you know how me and you are, man. We have these conversations every day. And that's my brother right there. And Trent, really appreciate you putting that out here, man. That's dope.
Much respect to you, sir. But you know what? And he just brought up a good point. You know, self accountability, that's a hard thing. Looking at yourself and
Yes,
being able to say, this is where I am wrong.
yes. And I'm also a big person of that, man, because y'all know my struggles. You know what I mean. A lot of y'all in the comments know what I dealt with, my struggles, and I was able to overcome that. But I didn't do it by myself. You know what I'm saying? I had to get my
Right.
mental health together. I had to get my therapy. I go to therapy all the time. I didn't even say it. You know what I'm saying? But
Whatever it
it's got me to where I'm able to do this now. You know what I mean? And without that, I wouldn't be on the show. I'd probably be running around the streets doing God knows what. You know what I'm saying? So I'm thankful for all of that. And I'm thankful for everybody that ever supported me. You know what I mean? Even y'all. You know what I'm saying? Y'all keep me motivated to be able to focus on this show. I focus on this show 4 or 5 times a week. Y'all know how we do. Behind the scenes, we're like brothers and sisters. You know, we always there for each other. When we have real problems, we always talk to each other about it. And y'all help me out in my everyday life. You know what I
I
mean? And I ain't
I don't
never
know.
told y'all that, but I'm telling y'all that now on the show in front of the world.
I don't know about
is.
Miss Louise. I gotta check her card. I don't know. I don't know.
Why you gotta be the one to start the foolishness? I knew you had to be the one. Mute your mic. You had to be the one. Gosh. But you know what,
You know
Victor?
that.
Yeah, you just had to be the one. Just go and sit down somewhere.
So he had
You
to
know
do it.
what?
He had to do it.
He had to be. It was good. He the reason why. You just ridiculous. But
He
you know
had
what?
to
I
do
tell
it.
you guys all the time, you guys make me feel like one of the most luckiest ladies in the world because you guys are one of the best support systems ever. I can call
Yes.
any one of y'all, and even though Boonk ain't here, I can call him too. Every one of y'all will pick up the phone for me. Every one of y'all will listen to me, clearly give me good
Yes.
advice, whether I want to hear it or not. And I love every one of y'all for that. You guys are amazing. You are a great support system.
Yes. You know
Yeah.
what? And we
So,
should record behind the scenes one time. I would love for y'all to
they
see
ain't
y'all
ready.
interaction behind the scenes. Man,
They ain't
y'all would be
ready.
like, oh my God, man. Y'all would
They
really
ain't
think we
ready.
hate each other. Low key, y'all would think we hate each other. You know, we love each other.
But you
You know
know
what I'm
what? He
saying?
a troublemaker.
we
He a
hey,
troublemaker. He
Yo,
always
we are
starting some
look,
shit.
y'all. We are dysfunctional behind the scenes, y'all. You know what I'm saying?
man, man, if y'all can
Yes.
only see some of the conversations we have, oh my God,
He always
man.
starting
They are classic, man. Cause hey,
something.
love and hip hop and all them shows, they got nothing on us behind the scenes.
That's
Trust me.
That's
true.
true.
It's
That's
That's
true.
true.
controversial, man. You know what I'm saying? But
But you
yeah,
know
man.
what? Back to the serious thing, you guys, like what we can do is just try our best to be, in my perspective, from my perspective, what we can try to do is build a little village for whoever's willing. Everybody's not willing, but we can build our own village.
True.
You know,
So
we had,
let me bring out a topic right quick. All right. Because I want to get back to, not to keep bringing it out about that thing that happened about a week ago, whatever. But because it's a continuing thing in a lot of neighborhoods, to where our young men are beefing at each other and just and they feel like
over
death is
stupid
the
shit.
answer. Somebody got to go. You know what I mean? My thing is, where do they get this narrative that that is what a man is supposed to do? How do we clear that narrative? How do we reshape it and give them the proper education of um, how a man should handle beef? What is the definition of a man?
Good
Yes,
question.
good. Go.
And I want to say this to you guys. If a lot of people don't see a man being a man, it's hard for them to emulate. But when they
Yes, I
see
agree.
a lot of ignorance and they see in their favorite rapper and their favorite actor being ignorant, then it's back
That's
to
what
the
they want to
Simon
be.
says. Back to
You're
the
right.
Simon says. But I really feel like the men that may hear this, if you never acted accordingly. Wait a minute, let me take it back. I was listening to um David Banner one time. I was listening to one of his interviews, and he said a lot of people say, "Oh, black people don't know how to act." But what did we have
Not
to
true.
go off of for a blueprint to know how to act?
Not true.
You know what I'm saying?
Black
Like,
people. That
but
should go for every
listen,
race. That should go for every race.
yeah, and it do. But this is what I'm saying. If some people, if you say, "Oh, these demographic of people don't know how to act," how are they going to act when they've seen families be ripped up for so many years, or people not giving a fuck for so long? So for the few people that do give a fuck, start giving a fuck. Like my men, stop wearing your pants pulled up on your ass. You know, ladies, start covering your. I mean, you ain't gotta be like a mommy, but you know what I'm saying. Start back to what we're saying. Dress how you want to be addressed. Start if you want to be addressed a certain way, present yourself in that manner. You do it enough, maybe the Simon Says
Right.
effect will change. Maybe people, young
I
men will
agree.
start conducting
I,
themselves differently if we start conducting, if we make it the cool thing now. You know what I'm saying, to be appropriate. That's just my
I agree.
perspective. I don't know.
I agree
I
with
don't know
that.
the answer to everything. That's just my
So
perspective.
so 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 do we blame the dads? I mean, for that, for the young men. You think we blame the dads for that? I say yeah. I mean, I'm going to limb before you even think about it. I say yeah because I feel like the dad should raise the boys, and I feel like the mom should raise the daughters. That's just my opinion, and I hope that's a great opinion because I feel the same way. Like if I have my son, I want to raise him myself. You know what I'm saying? Like I want to raise him at the person I am
Right.
now, not the person I used to be.
Right.
Because if I'd have tried to raise him
Right.
at the person I used to be, he'd probably be doing whatever. You know what I'm saying? So I
Right.
want to raise him now as the man I am now, the man I became. And I would love, to raise him right now. You understand? Because I know I have a better way to
Right.
show him. Like my
Right.
person I looked up to was my granddaddy. My granddaddy Heg
Right.
McGee. That's who I looked up to. I didn't really care about nothing else. I wanted to be just like him. I wanted to be a farmer like him. Like I wanted to be like him because when I seen him, I always lit up. You know what I'm saying? Like when I see my granddaddy, I just felt like he was a man's man. I felt like he wasn't scared of nothing. If he was, he never showed it. And I just felt like he was just
Right.
the toughest guy in the world. You know what I mean? And he taught me, just me looking at him growing up, not really having like a dad to look at and say that that's who my role model was. So I patterned myself after him. You know what I'm saying? And I was able to I did a lot of things like him. I did a lot of things he didn't do. And he always, I'm gonna tell you one thing, he always preached to me though. He always told me, do not do any drugs. You know what I'm saying? He always, what I mean? He would drink or whatever, but he didn't do any drugs. He stayed away from drugs. He told me that was a poison. That ain't living. He
Right.
said it was a poison. I don't want to say what type of poison he said it was, but he said it was a poison. And that's one thing I regret that I wish I would have listened to. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
But he also even things he taught me too though. This is real. I'm gonna say this. I never said this before to anybody. I said he taught me to stop drinking. You know what I mean? Because he drunk forever until he wasn't here no more. So he taught me not to stop drinking. And then I also learned he taught me to break a generational curse that's been going on with the McGee family for the longest. You know what I'm saying? So I tried to be. I looked at my kids and said, "Oh man, I don't want them going through that. So maybe let me go ahead and break the curse. That way, they don't have to go through what I already been through. So if I break that generational curse, maybe it'll help for them in the future. You understand what I'm saying? So I have my own. I have my whole bunch of reasons for not uh, doing a lot of things. It's bigger than me now. You know what I'm saying? I'm getting up in
Right.
age now, and I want to be around for a minute.
Right.
So I had to break that cycle. You know, that McGee curse that we always had. You know, that's just
It's
me. I'm
very
speaking from my
important.
own personal.
I big ups to you. You know, that took a lot of bravery for you to, be amongst the world to say that. That was a beautiful story. And,
Yeah.
you know, I look at all you guys as heroes because, the things that we've been through. And some of us are willing to share our stories and some of us aren't. And I really feel like if we all just think about the fact that we don't look like what we've been through and just the fact that we've
Yes.
overcome a lot of our situations, that automatically makes us heroes. And for that, I feel like we should conduct
Yes.
ourselves as heroes. And with that being said, if we conduct ourselves in that manner, not like super favorable, but like if we conduct ourselves in a manner that, okay, I am a conqueror. So because I'm a conqueror and because I am an overachiever, I don't do that. It's not that you think you're better than everybody, but because you are better than you were. So that makes you better. You don't have
Yes.
to conduct yourself in that manner. And and possibly that attitude could get picked up through people who are watching you. But yeah, I don't really think Meek kind of
Yes.
cool. And Meek ain't walking around here with his pants down and hiding in a Cootie Brown. He's keeping himself together. Possibly I could keep myself
Yeah.
together. Meek is a pretty cool guy. You know what I'm
Yes.
saying?
Yes.
And possibly that could be
Yeah.
we could change the common sense effect. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah. Hey, you know what? Sometimes that hurts me, man. Like it hurts me, like because people that don't know me or don't know my what I struggle, whatever I've been through,
Right,
they just look at me and assume I'm always the same person I am now. And, I
right.
had an incident happen not last week, and people are scared of a strong black man.
Absolutely. They
Just
fear
always
it.
remember that.
Oh, I
When I
know.
was weak and doing whatever, nobody was scared of me. You understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Now that I got myself back together, people are intimidated by me. Poor little
Oh, hell
me.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Poor
Right.
little me. They're intimidated by a strong black man. When they see a black man moving, I don't smoke, I don't drink, I don't indulge in whatever. You see what I'm saying? People
Mm-hmm.
are intimidated by that because when they look at me, they like, oh my god, this. You know what I mean? Like I don't know how to approach him. You know what I'm saying? But I had
Right.
so many people approach me, wanting to be my friend when I was out here doing everything in the world. But now I'm strong and I'm
Mm-hmm.
black and I got myself together. People are intimidated by that. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to professional stuff, professional jobs and things like that, they are intimidated by me. Like they see me,
Oh,
they're like,
hell
oh
yeah.
my god, he's huh?
Oh, hell yeah, because you are in their eyes, oh, that's another Malcolm. Oh, that's another
One
Martin.
Yes,
You know
one
what
thing
I'm
about
saying?
our
That's another Marcus Harvey. Oh, the Garvey. Oh, yeah. I already know.
yeah,
the one thing about
yeah.
our
They
experiences,
intimidated by that.
the one thing about our experiences, it definitely defines us as an adult. And I'm only speaking as going from a young boy to a man myself. And there's a different outlook on you when um, you know this because a man tends to carry himself in such a fashion to where um, I stand for something, so I will fall for nothing.
Right.
I'm not about just doing anything because I have principles. I move on those principles. I stand on those principles. I am those principles. It's a totally different concept in the minds of people who want to see you suppressed and oppressed. When they see,
Yes.
particularly us as black men, and we wear that narrative so well, like we're not going for the BS because I don't have the top level academics that some people have or whatever. No, but I have enough experience and understanding of myself and seeing some things to where I say, well, I'm gonna educate myself on it myself, and I move in such a fashion to where no, your lies, your bullshit, the games, yo, you can't play me any. You can't. I can't be played anymore. I
Yeah.
know, I'm much better better than I've ever been. I may have some shortcomings from the experiences that I've went through, you know.
Yeah, we all do. We all do,
War, you
bro.
come out with some wounds, but you come out a stronger soldier after the fact. You know what I'm saying? So,
Yeah.
it's much different when you have the
Hey,
narrative of a
Miss
man.
Louise, you as a black woman, uh, like what are some of the challenges you might face on a regular basis? Because we talked about the black man, and I would like to hear your perspective. What's maybe some challenges or whatever.
Oh Lord, here we go. Wait to
What's your
exhale.
perspective?
You know what? When I
No,
get out
no, I gotta hear it.
if you wind up being cut, I ain't y'all mind y'all business. If Wet wind up getting cut up, just mind your business, okay? But
There she
on a
go.
serious note,
There she go. I broke the. I popped the seal. I popped the seal on her. There she go.
you know what? I
Bet
get
you
so
did it.
sick,
I'm gonna
y'all.
blame you. I'm gonna blame you.
And I
I'm gonna
sick.
blame you.
Boom, come save me. But
Hey,
uh, but
hey.
you know,
Oh. Speak. Go ahead. Go ahead. I'm sorry. I was about to get way off topic. Go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
oh, okay. So, as a black woman, I face a lot of challenges. It's always that angry black woman thing because you speak your mind, your salary situation at work, people automatically assuming that you're stupid because you're black, or being intimidated because you're intelligent,
That's right.
or just
Yeah.
automatically assuming that, oh, you're black, you got kids, oh, I guess you're living off of food stamps and government assistance, just the
Yeah.
stereotypical things,
Yeah.
that's all totally opposite. So therefore, I just learned to rise above it all. And like I told you guys, I walk in the glory of the fact that I don't look like what I've been through. So knowing that I know that, I stand in that, and I just take it day by day. I just don't even care anymore what the next person think anyway. I just know it's challenging out here being myself.
Yeah. I know you probably have challenges because you're an intelligent black woman, and I know that's got to be hard also. Like you just said, you're an intelligent black woman with kids, and a lot of times America looks down on black women with kids and maybe not a husband. I'm not saying you. I'm just saying in general. And you're
So,
still holding your foot down. You're still doing a
so
lot. I mean, you're taking care of
listen,
yourself and the kids. So I
listen,
commend
y'all.
you for that on your own.
I may
who
joke
said
on this
he
sister
did?
a lot.
You heard
I may
that?
joke on this sister a lot, right? But I will say, she's an intelligent woman. She's a stand-up woman. She stands
Yes.
her principles, and
Yes.
her word is her bond. She's good people. She has the love for her people, and with that, I give her much love and respect. Gets on my nerves, but she has my respect. You know what I mean?
Yes. Yes. Yeah. She.
You
Yo,
guys,
she stand on her words, boy. You're not gonna budge her. If she has something in her head, it's not gonna change no matter what you say. So, real Spillz fans, yeah, you challenge her, she ain't gonna change her mind now. If she say something, she mean it. She from Jersey, so yeah. Yo, hold on. Let me break the mold for a minute. Hey, Big Bone, I know you out there, right? I got a cookie jar waiting on you, brother. Think about it.
okay.
Okay,
The
guys, I
cookie
have a
jar
special
must be
guest for you guys
filled.
who would like to speak to everyone. I got a special guest. Come on around.
Who is it?
What are we talking about?
You guys, this is Trina
Who is that,
Smith.
Katrina?
See something you like. She runs the seafood restaurant here in Florence, South Carolina.
Woo!
Y'all give it up for Miss Trina Smith.
Hey, yo, yeah, for real. Hey, what's the address? What's your address to the restaurant? What's your address to the restaurant?
It's at the Florence Flea
What's your
Market.
address? Okay, the Florence Flea Market.
4000 Palmetto House. What is it? Palmetto Street. 4000 Palmetto Street.
4000 Palmetto Street, y'all. So y'all wanna We
Hey,
gotta stop through there, man.
somebody drop that address in the comments. If y'all heard it, put it in the comments so somebody can come back later and see it.
Yes,
This is a
yes,
lot of
yes.
light.
So we hey, can we come through and shoot a live episode? Can we come through and shoot a live
Absolutely.
episode? Yeah,
Yes,
we'll
absolutely.
definitely do that. That's next on our agenda. Come down there and shoot that episode and promote the good seafood. I know it's good though. You from Whitewood, so I know you can cook. So yeah.
Period. She from the ridge, baby, the real ridge. She from the real ridge.
She from the real ridge, the back in the day
The
ridge.
real ridge. The
Back in the day ridge.
Yeah,
When the
back in
park
the
used to
day,
be
ridge.
jumping.
Man, really back in the day.
That really way back in the day when we had Carlos, Sutai,
And my mother's still there.
Hey,
I don't know what's going on with her, but she's still in the ridge.
Hey, hold
yeah,
on.
the real ridge when we loved each other. Everybody knew about Miss Tweety Biscuit. So yeah, the real ridge. Where everybody is.
Go. What's the most popular thing on the menu?
I think I'm gonna say my wife's sandwiches. They be selling out. I sell out just about every weekend of them. I do 40 or 50 pounds of whitey. So they love their whitey sandwiches down here in Florence. Oh, and I have people coming from Florence. They come from Columbia. They come from Charleston, Sumter. They coming from everywhere.
Oh, Sumter. Jesus
Yep.
Christ.
They coming from everywhere. The one lady met me there last weekend at 10 o'clock in the morning, said she came back for the seafood fries. So we have a wide range. I do seafood fries, seafood nachos, tacos, seafood tacos.
We gotta take.
Y'all gotta come check me out.
We gotta take that out. Yeah, we will, man. You said 4,000 Palmetto.
4,000 Palmetto Street, Florence Flea Market, Saturday and Sunday. Come check me out.
Sounds good. Y'all go check that out. Everybody down there, go check that out. Hey, we need a 10% discount for our subscribers that pop up on you. But only way I'm guessing y'all gotta say you subscribe. Hey,
Absolutely.
Hey, I'm a promoter, you know what I'm saying? But look, y'all gotta say hashtag Real Spillz Podcast though. You don't say that, you don't get that whatever percentage Miss Trina gives y'all. All right.
Exactly.
There we go.
Exactly. And I have a weekend special
thank
every
you for
weekend.
being on here, Miss Trina. What? Oh my goodness, I'm hungry. I'm getting hungry. Oh yeah, I think Lex, you already been down there.
I'm out.
You been down there, Lex?
Thank you, Trina.
Look at my eyes. You already been down there, bro?
I haven't been down there yet, man. But I hear about them. I hear they jamming down there, man. I hear that food real good. That seafood is popping. You know what I'm saying?
I know we got some seafood lovers in them comments, boy. Y'all go check that out.
Oh, we got more than seafood too.
Oh, they got more than
Street. Good looking out.
We do hot dogs with homemade chili.
Hot dogs, hamburgers, you name it, they got it.
Yeah. Another one of my best sellers. Crab boil.
Crab boils, you get that.
You got chicken sandwiches or what? You got any
we got chicken wings.
How we doing that?
Chicken wings.
Chicken wings. Oh, that's good.
Haters and everything. So listen, whenever we finally decide to get this movement going, hashtag I'm tired NC, we can hire Miss Smith to cater our event.
And she catered.
Yo,
yep, she catered for our event, so we can get we all discuss this.
We keeping everything in house. Family only.
Yeah, we keep.
And I am a private chef, so I will come to your house and cook for you and your significant other.
Oh yeah, she.
Valentine's Day is my best day. Yep.
Ooh, that's what's up. That's what's up.
Yeah, we get Miss Smith.
Anybody in the comments got anything they want to promote? Anybody in the comments got anything y'all want to promote? Anything, church events, whatever, y'all. This is y'all floor right now. Anything y'all want to promote, man? Music, books, television shows, whatever, man. Anything y'all got, man. We want to support everybody. Like you said, hashtag we tired NC. You know what I'm saying? So
while we on it, let's talk about that. Let's talk about that. So, in respect to everything that's going on, we want to reach out to all of North Carolina. We're starting in a few counties here, but you share this with everybody, and we're trying to do this together. Right now, we're reaching out to people in Cumberland County, Robertson County, Bladen, um, Columbus, and other surrounding counties and areas and everything. We're trying to raise awareness, trying to get everybody involved, figure out what can we do to reach our youth and stop this violence. Can we give them some better avenues to handle their disputes and conflicts? How can we teach them? Can we give them some other things to do in the community? Um, there's so many things that we can do, but are we trying? Are we getting up and actually doing it? And I know a lot of people are tired of the violence and things are going on. So we want y'all to go to your Twitters, your Instagrams, and your Facebook. Share why you're tired. And after you post it, hashtag it. Before you post it, hashtag it, we're tired NC, hashtag stop the violence. This means us spreading awareness. We can get in contact with each other and share some ideas. Y'all keep looking to the Facebook because we assume to have a page for that to where, in the community we can reach each other and share ideas. This is not a localized problem just for us. It's abroad everywhere. One step at a time, one place at a time. We can definitely handle this.
Yo, what about the movement with the t-shirts, man? We trying to get the We Tired NC hashtag shirts coming out soon. We shall have those out, man. So hopefully I'll be able to reach out, for the shirts. If you need them, if you want to rock them, you know what I'm saying? So we trying to stop this violence out here in North Carolina. We can't stop the whole world, but we just focus on North Carolina right now, where our babies are, where our youth is right now. We're trying to reach out and make it happen for everyone.
Absolutely. So,
Big Bonk, what up, man?
Big Bonk in here?
What up? Yeah, he in the house.
Say,
Tell him
they're trying to get me.
No, we got something for that cookie jar.
Boom. Before you want the link? You coming on?
What about my bling bling bling?
Save me, Boom. Don't come up here with no bullshit. Just save me. They double team me, Boom. Have my back.
She's a liar. She is a big liar.
Hey,
you know what? Hey, shout out to Mount Table Baptist Church. I love y'all. Sarah Gordon, North Carolina. Shout out to them, man.
I got a quick question idea. I wonder if we have anybody in the audience whose church or organization is willing to link up with us in our We're Tired NC Stop the Violence movement. If it's just to minister to us, to minister to you with any forms of ideas, we're here, we're open. So, you can go to our page, like YouTube, leave messages on the Real Spillz. We have that. Lex, you have your Instagram and your Facebook that you're willing to open for anybody with suggestions, as well as you, Michelle.
So listen, if you have any suggestions, any comments you want to leave, you can DM me personally at I am Lex Spades on Instagram, or Spades _life on Instagram. You can reach us, like I said, on Facebook at The Real Spillz. That's The Real Spillz, SPILLZ. It's the one with the microphone and the headphones. That's the icon. There's a few others, but when you see us. But definitely, if you have some ideas, you figure out there's a way that you want to help and implement. I mean, even just by using these hashtags and sharing your feelings, you are helping. But definitely, if you know some organizations or churches or who want to put their foot in and share some ideas, then hey.
Yes.
We gotta stop this.
Hey, shout out to Nicole Jenkins, man, for opening physical therapy. Somebody, if you know the address, put the address in the comments, man, so we can shout that out, man. Black owned. I think that's wonderful. That's awesome. We need that. Shout out to Reverend Perry Frank too. That's one of my good friends, man. I can tap in with him as far as the churches, see what we can get going with them. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know if Colleen Kelly, I don't know if she's go by pastor or reverend. Colleen Kelly, aka Tootie. I tapped in with her a little bit, and so we'll probably see what we got going on, man. You know what I mean? Hopefully we get some help. We gonna try to do something for this youth and try to stop things, man. I'm aiming. I really want to have a talent show, man. For the youth. You know what I mean? We need singers, dancers, poets, whatever, spoken word, graffiti artists. I don't care. Whatever your talent is, I want to try to have some type of talent show for you guys, man. And y'all help me get a location in Columbus County, anywhere. And let's have a talent show for these kids, man. Cause I know we got skills, man. And the young boys, I want y'all to come out, man. Come out. Come show me.
Likewise.
Let me see what you got, man.
Likewise, Robinson County. Robinson County, Lumberton, Pembroke, all the other spots. Hit us up because we want to do the same thing out there as well. We definitely got to reach and find something for these kids to do. We know y'all love Switch. We know y'all love PlayStation and everything, but it's time to come out the house and do something and get your imagination and mind juiced up and working.
Put them tablets down on them phones, man. You know what I'm saying? Put them
So
down for
I
a
have
little
an
bit. Come on
idea. I have a question. I hear you guys calling out to these kids coming out the house. That's a good thing, but we also need some family repair. So if there's any therapists, mental health people, or anybody who's willing to help offer services to help repair these families, we need you guys to.
Yes. I actually have a couple family members that are have degrees for this type of stuff. Actually, 2 of them are actually on here tonight, so I'm quite sure they'll come out and help us out with mental health, awareness. And
if we can,
I really can see them coming out and help us.
Right. We don't need just one big situation for that moment. Got everybody hyped up, and then as soon as the lights go down, then the energy's gone. We want this thing to be consistent. So anybody who see yourself as a killer in your community, we need you too. Like, hey, I'm willing to stand up and help. If it's hold a cardboard up as we walk down the street and say, NC, we tired. I want us all to get together until we can get the right people, persons, places, and things attention. Somebody got to hear us. Like, we're gonna make some noise. We ain't destroying nobody's stuff. We're not gonna do that. But we're gonna do this.
Yeah, we know.
Peacefully loudly peacefully. However, if peaceful and loud could go together.
Man, y'all put them guns down, man. I just seen on the news Jerome Chestnut and I guess the Chatham Police Department were wanting you to turn these guns in and for money. I mean, that's the only way you're gonna turn those guns in, fellas. Turn those guns in, man. Turn them Percocets in too. All that crap y'all got going on. Turn that stuff in, man. We don't need that, man. Y'all don't need it. You understand what I'm saying? Go turn it in, man. Y'all don't need it. Save a life, man. You got a problem that bad, y'all can fight. I can get some boxing gloves too. Y'all want to go at it? Let's do that too.
That.
For the young
gloves,
man.
We need all the people who want to train the community. Any idea is accepted. Like, y'all get in these DMs and start DMing us. And let's get this going.
For every perk y'all turn in, we'll give you a pack of now latest. It's real.
Oh man, nah, we
had to be you.
We gotta get. You know what? How about we get some gift
They're
cards?
good. They're good.
Let's get some Walmart gift cards. You know what I'm saying? Or something. Y'all turn some stuff in, man. Look, y'all two starting. There you go. There you go. There you go.
Well, Well,
There
guys,
you
I
go.
hate to leave because things are getting great. But I hate abrupt interruptions to this wonderful broadcast. But I must leave the show right now. I love all of
Nah,
you
it's hey,
guys.
hey, actually, we're at the end of the show. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
We're at
okay,
the end of the
okay.
show.
End of the show.
Uh,
My favorite
what?
portion. Nah, but it's the portion where we give our shout outs. And Miss Louise, you want to shout out anybody?
Yes, first and foremost, I would like to give a shout out to my county, Columbus County, Whiteville Stand Up. I want to just give y'all a shout out. Y'all going through a lot. Y'all hurting right now. I see it. I know it. I feel it. And I love you guys. So we're going to pray for our strength, our wisdom, and our better knowing in going forward. So shout out to you guys.
Facts. Yeah, I just want to shout out the Gauss and Bellamy family, and shout out all the families that's going through the turmoil right now. We're gonna pray together. We're gonna stay together. We're gonna keep it going. Also, oh yeah, I finished my mixtape with Comey C. That thing is done. I'm just waiting to put it out. So I hope y'all enjoy it, man. It was a lot of work for me, and it'll be my first full length project that I get a chance to put out, and I want everybody to have it. You know what I'm saying? And rock it. You know what I mean? And shout out to my real Spillz co-host with your boy. You know what I mean? I love y'all to death, like brothers and sisters. Y'all already know that, man. Facts.
Yeah. Look at Lex.
Um,
Up there all laid.
give a shout out to you know, everybody in the community. So here, everybody in the community everywhere. Big shout out to my POW brothers. Um, Wherever y'all at, yo, much love to y'all, man. Jamil Perriman, bro, we love you. We don't think cause we ain't gave you no call that we don't need you. We gonna call you, you know what I'm saying? But
Where
Hey,
big
you
shout
at?
out to him.
hey, Jamil. Matter of fact, Jamil, you on here? I sent you the track, Mass Transit Massacre. I'm waiting on you. My 16 is on there. I had to put you on the spot with that. I sent it. It's in your email. It's in your folder right now. Come on, let's
Absolutely.
go.
Big shout. I have to come up here and always do this because he'll get on me if I don't. Big shout out and much love to my son, Syer Jones. I love you, baby boy. Daddy love you.
What up?
Hello.
Hey, it's Young POW.
Absolutely.
Sire Spade, son.
Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. I got a special guest, too. Come here, brother. I want him to promote his business. He got a business. It's all about black business, baby. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, let's get it. Let's get it.
Oh man, what's up? How y'all doing?
Hey,
What
brother,
up,
how
bro?
you
Promote your
doing?
business, man.
I can't hear
Peace
anything.
and light.
How's it going, guys?
All right, bro. How you doing, brother?
Pretty cool, pretty cool. I got a
All right,
metaphysical
what?
business. Oh, go ahead, man. I'm sorry, go ahead.
No. Go ahead. Promote your business, bro. It's your spotlight.
Hey, definitely appreciate that. I own a metaphysical shop. It's called Light and Genie. I sponsor stones and crystals and things that heal the community, pretty much raise your vibrations and bring comfort to your family and your household, you know?
We
Sound
needing
good, bro.
that. I say.
Where you
Most
located
definitely.
at, man? What's your
I'm in
location?
Lumberton, North Carolina at the flea market. Also, you can catch me at the Florence Flea Market on Saturdays and Sundays.
Sounds good, bro. You got a website or Facebook or what?
I
Anything?
most definitely
Instagram?
do Instagram. It's Enlightened Genie. On the same note, it's on Facebook as well. It's Enlightened Genie, and it's
Sounds good, bro.
TON at the end instead of TEN. It's like ton Genie.
Like Tongue Genie. Okay, bet. Appreciate it, man.
Yeah.
See what you be
Keep
going
the
down
business
here at the
going.
Florence flea market. What stall you at, brother, at the flea market? Where area are you at the flea market?
Come to 418. That's where I'll be at. I'm stationed at
You ever see
418.
me out
Sister, you make me come check me out if you down that way.
I'm always down there. We got this little seafood spot jumping off right there in the middle, right by the office. See something you like? That's us.
Oh, okay, definitely. I'm gonna check you out, and you check me out, and then we bring it all together.
We can do this. Look
There
at
you
this. Look
go.
how the universe working. I will check you out, most definitely.
Most definitely. Hey, I appreciate you guys. Hey, I appreciate the spotlight, man, and definitely let's stop the violence. Let's work together. Let's make something happen.
No
Most
doubt, bro.
definitely. Thank
Appreciate
you,
you,
brother.
man.
Stay tuned.
Hey, Javonna, you got to use that hashtag real spills at the Florence restaurant. She say she coming through. She coming through.
Come through.
Hashtag
All right, guys.
real
Now listen,
spills.
Mr. Week must go.
And y'all
So
can catch
I will
me.
see you guys
Y'all can catch me. I'll be selling peanut butter sandwiches out somebody Buick next week on the side of the road. You know what I'm saying? I'll let.
Hey guys, meet me.
Hey,
I
anyway,
love
man,
you.
look,
Lex, I love
too.
you.
Love you
Peace,
too.
light, and love.
Lex.
I gotta go, y'all.
We out. Real spills.
Peace, y'all.
Thing, baby. Peace.